There's music, there's violin playing, there's a small dog lapping up the blood that's falling from Marsyas's body, and there's Apollo crawling on his knees with the beautiful laurel wreath on his head, and this action of flaying is very gentle. The violence and suffering in this painting is depicted with a kind of gentleness, which makes it even worse. So it's the most evil, violent painting I've ever seen. And this is why I wanted to work with it, because it was so incredibly surprising. I saw this painting in the Quirinale. At the time, I didn't know anything about it. And immediately, I thought, one day I'm going to make an entire exhibition based on this painting. And every painting in the show will be that painting. And so the painting will be over and over again. So a decade ago, I had the inspiration for this exhibition. But it was last year, in 2021, that I woke up and thought, well, it's time for the Flaying of Marsyas. And I went to the studio, and I had different sizes of canvases ready. And we'll start at the beginning with the first two, and usually I paint in pairs. And if you start to look at the show, you'll see how they are in pairs. I am interested in hidden images in paintings. So these figures absolutely are intentional. So if you pass through the show, you will see there's Marsyas, who is a satyr, half man, half goat, hanging upside down. There's always Apollo crawling in this sort of creepy way from the left. There's the angel playing the violin. There's always the little boy holding the dog back, and then a small little lapdog licking up the blood. There's the devil. And then there is a saint that is perhaps Titian's self-portrait, but always the sort of, thinker portrait of the artist. So all these figures are in there, and you can see them in the paintings. The palette of the work is different from any of the other shows that I've made. These are earth tones. There's silver, there's copper, there's bronze, there's gold. And all of these colors, I think, as being absolutely Titian. I became inspired to use neon in the work in Bakersfield, California, but I don't think that I would have understood completely that I could add neon to the work without the path that was carved by Mario Merz and other Italian artists. And so I have wanted to show this work in Venice for a long time, not this specific work, but this neon paintings in Venice for a long time. I think one of the difficulties was that with the Titian painting, it is a depiction of space, and there is a kind of that beautiful blue sky in the background that only is in Venice. And with the work that I was doing, I don't want it to be spatial in that way. I want there to be a flatness. They aren't pictorial. They remain in the tradition of the flat, abstract painting. I think the addition of the neon light on the surface, which is secretly figurative, then the light negates the pictorial aspect of the painting. So it creates a bit like a fontana, a cut in your vision. And so there's a space that's almost pictorial, but not quite. And then a light, which then really flattens out the painting and asserts itself into your space. When we decided the Palazzo Grimani would be the venue, I said, I need to work with Kullapat Yantrasat. of why architecture, because the architecture of the space for these paintings had to be very contained and very beautiful. And Kulapata has done a fantastic job leading the viewer through the space with color, with shape, with volume. It's extraordinary.